Hello, gamers. Hello, and welcome to another Friday night map night. I'm just getting my friends all together, and then we're going to go do some maps. If you want to join us, as always, we are on Halicarnassus and on Discord. Feel free to join in. I'm going to silence my phone. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have probably a lot of stuff go through my screen here as like marketplace sales because I have all my retainers fully loaded. I think this is our whole party. Zoam is gonna be a little bit late. You made instant ramen shoving the nudes down your throat as we speak. I stopped some. We went out after Warpig got home and did some errands, and I stopped and I got a poutine, a gluten-free poutine on my way home, which I gobbled down. Olendra just needs to join us. So I sent the private party password in Discord, so make sure you join up in party. I said I'd be heals. I can heal. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure what maps you want to use, Lewis. I guess I can just invite Olendra to party. There we go. Okay. We do need a volunteer tank. Now, you don't have to know how to tank specifically. You just have to be the one what takes the hits. So, if anyone would be so kind, we can begin. I have an Ophio, and I have a bunch of 80. Let's do the 80s. I need to use those up. So we'll start with the Ophio. Yeah, no worries, Olendra. Where is this? Is this the one that's up? Is this the one that's up here? I think so. Okay. Unless someone would rather heal. Lunas, if you'd rather heal, I can tank. It's just you have to keep me alive. Which I'm fine with. It's just wait, how much closer is 29? Okay, yeah, I guess it's the 29 one first. Which is breaks. If you Superbolide and then take off the Vuln in an instant, how quick will you die? I get instant? Is that a trick question? I mean, you will die in the span of the monster's next next global cooldown. Next auto hit. Yeah. If there's more than one monster, then instantaneously, probably. Awesome. Okay, I like not having to move right away. Why am I getting hurt? Stupid monsters making me bleed my own blood. It's not fair. Boo. Boo, I say. Nice glam. I love it. Ah! Numa! Numa! Ah, Zoam! Perfect timing. There you go, Lilurness. You got out of tanking already. Ah! Leilu! What the? No, why? But we won! Zoam arrived! You didn't have to do that. Portal! You do indeed die instantly. There we go. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle. What? I mean, I know it can't kick us out on the first one. But it still makes me anxious. Hey, congratulations, Zoam. Floor 90 of Palace of the Dead. And once it's done, it's done. What? Whoa, no. I'm gonna cardia you. I actually feel a little bit bad that we haven't done as much Palace of the Dead this much as I had wanted to. That we haven't done as much Palace of the Dead this month as I had wanted to. I mean, I know we still have a couple of weeks left, but I actually really kind of enjoy it, you know? Are you kidding me? Ah! Okay. Mine next. Which should be just right up where everyone else here is. Hi, guys. I'm just gonna dig because you don't look like you're digging, okay? Okay, controversial question. Who prefers chocolate almonds to chocolate peanuts? Like chocolate covered, or no, I guess there's three. Chocolate covered peanuts, chocolate covered almonds, or chocolate covered raisins. That sucks. Ilmeg. It's hard to choose between peanuts and almonds. Okay, that's fair. I was out at my appointment this morning and I stopped by the pharmacy to get myself a snack. And I got a small bag of chocolate covered almonds. And the cashier was like, yeah, okay, I really like that brand, but they usually have raisins, but we're out of stock right now. And I really, really like the raisins. And I thought, who would choose chocolate covered raisins over chocolate covered almonds? What sane person would do that? Hey, Jam. Almonds taste bitter to you. There's what is it? It's a particular kind of person that can smell cyanide, is it? And cyanide has an almond smell, but not everyone can smell it. Not everyone has the smell receptors capable of smelling it. But the people who can smell it as being almond. And I'm guessing they might be the same people who really don't like to eat almonds, because if almond smells like something incredibly toxic, it probably isn't appealing. So yeah, I guess in short, Jam, I'm asking if you can smell cyanide and if that's the reason you don't like almonds. Which is probably a question you don't have an answer to, and that's fine. If it is a question you have an answer to, then I am incredibly intrigued and want to know more. It starts. Oh. Oh, Cardia. Oh, Lindra, no! Right, exactly. you gotta try it now. You don't know. But that does lead to another question, though. Like, there is some really weird things you can find on the Amazon marketplace. Like, what is the weirdest Amazon purchase you've ever made? Are my combat effects on? Wait, where did my combat effects macro go? Choke. I'm actually looking forward to the guaranteed portals. They may not have had a lot going for them, but at least they were consistent. Right, my next one was in Ilmeg. But where? Oh, is there a place? I think it's there. Yeah, it's there. Ilmeg. Now that's bobblehead macro. Greet, send off. Ah, there's another one in Elpis. Dog toys and stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to think of mine. I have bought so much random stuff on Amazon. Like, I like going there for, like, crafting supplies and stuff, which can be really weird. Buying just a whole bunch of string and pieces of wood and stuff. A piano. Okay, that's impressive. What did they charge for delivery on a piano? Surely it wasn't free same-day delivery. Amazon Prime, exactly. Oh, I bought those mustaches I used for stream that one time. Those stick-on mustaches. It was an electric piano. It was free. Free shipping. Okay. I have like this 6-foot tall cat scratching tree thing I got off of Amazon. I think that's the biggest thing I've ever bought. Honestly, one of the most overpriced things for what they are cat scratching posts, honestly. They're outrageously priced. Hey, Phil! Doing good. How are you? Yeah, heck yeah. Alive is the first step to playing Dawntrail. Fantastic. Are you on World? Okay. I don't know if you wanted us to hold this portal or if you're still logging in. Okay. That queue hasn't gone away really since they instituted the login queues. So it ought not to have much to do with the actual server population. It's just a way to stagger people logging in so they don't all log in at the same time and overload the system. I guess. Anyway, yes, cat scratching trees and scratching posts. Very overpriced. Oh, you just ate pizza. Nice. So we had a free burger day at work when I worked on Thursday. It was like, if you're working at lunchtime on this day, come and we'll give you a free burger sort of thing. And before the event started, I took a peek at the boxes, the burger boxes, and saw that even though there were like meat burgers and plant-based burgers, both of them contained gluten. So I had just kind of resigned myself to the fact that I could neither have bun nor burger. And so therefore I was unable to participate in Burger Day. But then like the HR manager approached me and randomly remembered that I couldn't have gluten and assured me that they were going to the deli case to grab a like 100% meat burger for me. So I got to have a meat patty on a plate with condiments on it and a bag of chips for Burger Day, which made me very happy. Just the thought of getting able to participate. Yeah, Jam. It's like they didn't have to, but it was really cool that they did. Yeah, it's sweet of them. Exactly. That's what everyone was kind of saying. It's like, you really can't beat that whole free food thing, you know? I'm a burger pro. Whoa. Not gonna lie, this one can be a little scary. Thanks, Ian. Oh, and these lampas. Alendra, no! Yes! That makes it all worth it. The piles and piles of treasure. Oh, I am gonna Fantasia Jam. I haven't made up my mind as to what, though. I've created a bunch of different characters, like on the character creation. And I might have to do a poll or something before Dawntrail drops as to what I'm gonna Fantasia to first. Look, I know I'm gonna Fantasia multiple times, but what I'm gonna Fantasia to first. It is. It really is. And inadvertently, while I was doing this character creation on the benchmark, I came up with the world's sexiest male male Rogadin. And now I can't get him out of my head. I really need to play this character at some point. I know. Yeah. Ah. Whatever you prefer. We've got the bases covered at the moment, so possibly. Yeah, Zoam can tank when he needs to, but he much prefers to be a machinist. Most of the time. I mean, 90% of the time. I Sorry. I haven't made my way all the way through the live letter yet either, so I don't know exactly what they're referencing, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me. They have already ways of limiting characters that appear on the screen, so to limit characters appearing near NPCs is probably a really good idea. Mm-hmm. Well, they're just exactly the only thing they're trying to do is to prevent Roban Savage again, right? Like they don't want it to be a situation where some of these quest NPCs end up as blocks for people completing the MSQ because you can't get them. Roban Savage is when he had the quest and there were so many player characters surrounding him to get the quest that people couldn't get the quest. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of the time the controller is set to auto target the nearest NPC, but I mean, there are still a lot of people who have targeting problems or don't know about numpad, or I mean, if the NPC maybe has too many characters near it, maybe the NPC model might not even show up. I don't know. I would hope so. We have seen people come over to Dynamis. Now, whether they're just here for the housing or whether they're planning on staying, I don't know, but it's created some housing here on Hallie. So I have my name in on a large at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Exciting. Yeah. Jam's thinking of moving to Dynamis. I've heard a lot of people, even big streamers, considering moving because if these large Aether communities or even Primal communities start moving over to Dynamis, there's plenty of room, plenty of opportunity. Like, yeah, you're right, Zom. There was a number of issues. Like for example, a limit to the number of characters that are allowed in an instant zone. So, like, if you've ever been in a very large hunt train or on a world where Yoshi just happens to be hanging out and you've tried to zone into the zone, it won't let you. Yeah. So there are a number of issues that spawn from choke points like that in the story, which I believe is why they split stories a couple of times now, where it's like you can take this path or this path to complete the MSQ. Maybe, but if people, I don't know. Yeah. Phil, did you have any maps in Elpis? If not, we're gonna go do our guaranteed portals. Yeah. Okay. It's starting all over. Oh. Yeah. Oh. That's painful. Jeez. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you have so much room? Look, dude! Yeah. I did that a bit today. Actually, I'm down to one page in my saddlebag. Well, one half a page. So I've got 3 saddlebag sections empty. All of them that had a shop sell price that was like less than 500 gil. So, yeah, a lot of them. Yeah. Right? That's the only reason I did. But I mean, I am looking forward to filling it all back up again come dawn. I wasn't looking. Oh no. Right? Let's see that tape again. But researching videos takes longer. That's what they do anyway. So there you go. Hey, Linda. Oh man. Well, that's yeah. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, arguably. I was thinking, like, does it really matter about rotations and starters and stuff for the majority of like regular content, like dungeons and stuff? I was like, probably not, except for maybe the tank, because the tank sets the pace of the dungeon. So if you're a really, really good tank, the dungeon will arguably go faster. But that's only if the healer can keep up with you, I guess. Unless you're a warrior and you don't need healing, in which case go nuts. I personally think so, but there you go. Yeah. Whispering in your ear, sweet nothings worth a lot of somethings. Oh man, no, but then Zoam just posted that yeah, as a warrior, he can pull wall to wall in dungeons and not need a healer at all. So Mm-hmm. And arguably that does more damage, because if you're not DPSing as a healer for a tank that doesn't need healing, then you're just making the fight take longer, which will hurt the tank more. Which is uh, yeah. Ugh. No. Hey, Linda. Uh, yeah. No, it. Hello. Hey, Circle. Good evening. Um, ah, I don't even know where to begin unpacking that. It's. Because you would like to be like, okay, Exhibit A, it is a video game. Like, the majority of people playing it play it casually in their spare time. And that's not to say that people who play casually can't excel at the game, because they enjoy the challenge, they like pushing themselves. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the majority of people will never be at that place. And so you're basically trying to segregate yourself from the general population. You're trying to go into the, the isolation of the community. So why not just do everything you want to do via Party Finder? If you can't stand the ineptitude of people in Duty Finder. Yeah, I Yes. Mm-hmm. Because they're bored, you know. I keep trying to remind myself of that. So if you look at everyone who comments in communities and forums on Twitter, on YouTube, and they speak their opinion, and opinions overall seem to be negative, just remember that the people making those comments are the type of people who would never say anything in person. These people are socially inept, awkward, like not someone who would dare say to the face what they type on screen. Like, the world is generally a better place than the internet because people, say things online that they would never actually say in the flesh. Choke, 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 choke. Can I pause you for a moment, Phil? Sorry. Yeah, Gem, it's Island Sanctuary and Circle. Yes, I am a humongous fan of Dragon Age and have been paying attention to all of the news lately. So, Yes. If you want to say anything Veilguard related, I am all ears. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh. That's weird. Oh, yeah, I'm talking to people. I wonder why that's not coming through. Right? Because it usually works. Speakers. Phil was making such good points.
Well, that tears it.
That's why I got in the Discord, because your responses sounded like somebody was making very good points and I wanted to hear what they were.
Okay.
Here it goes. It's working.
Is it working? Okay. Eh?
Oh, I'll at least do the normal raid. I won't do the savages, and I won't look for a static, even though I really, really, really want some of the mounts. But, you know, in a few expansions, go back and raffle stomp them. No big deal.
Now there's a whole conversation. Yay!
Yay!
After I made all my good points and couldn't say them again if you asked me to.
You got into Dragon Age with Inquisition, and you have been waiting for the sequel. Yes, it will be out this year. You can say hopefully, but I think come heck or high water, it will be out this year. And I started Dragon Age with Origins at the very beginning. Yeah, so essentially what we're saying is, are there two different Final Fantasy XIVs? Is there a Final Fantasy XIV for high-end players and a different game entirely for those who aren't? Or is it one game and people have to learn to play together?
That's a good way to frame it, actually. That's a very good way to frame it. Like, there's a lot of nuance, but that's a good way to say, you know, some people need to shut up. That's the thing you find a lot with hardcore Eureka farmers, which is something I dealt with in the not too distant past. You'd have people saying, if you're not helping spawn the NMs, you don't deserve to be there. And they were basically trying to abolish pull timers. And I'm like, whoa, let me stick my foot square up your rectum, because that's not okay. Like, you guys are not the only ones in the instance. And I think I got into it with some guy named Ronan, or whatever his name is. And he was just like, yep, this is terrible. This is the only way to do it. And, you know, if you let your friends try to go to NMs when they're not the ones spawning it, you're bad. He was very matter of fact about his way of playing. And I basically, one of the few times I made a long YouTube comment, I hit him with the wall of text, and I'm like, you're not the only one in there, and you don't seem to understand that. And if you can't play with other people, maybe you shouldn't be playing group content. That's really all it comes down to. And I did not. I saw that it got some attention, but to this day I still have not checked it, because I don't want to deal with the flame war.
Okay, so here's the difference between online and real life that I was talking about. So when I was saying that people who say the stuff they do online would never say it in real life. So person says really disrespectful thing about the way you play the game and insists that his way is the only right way in real life. And someone bigger than him turns around and goes, "What the heck you talking about, fool? I should smack you upside the head." That's how that conversation goes. And then in the video game, they do the exact same thing, and people are like, "Oh, well, blah, 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 blah," and they get to talk back, and then it's a back and forth for like 40 minutes. So they only get the reward in text when people can't look at them and go, who the heck do you think you are? You know?
To be fair, his math was sound, and throwing a pull timer on everything instead of pulling it immediately does shorten if you're running all the relic weapons. And I'm just sitting there like, your math is sound, but you're asking the wrong question. It's not just about him. And you're right. I think that if this were like in a public forum, like 4 of us sitting around a campfire or something, they may spout their thing and say, well, this is the way that I would do it, or this is the most efficient way. And then I would say, well, not everybody's playing for grand efficiency, and you guys aren't the only ones in the instance either. So, like, maybe having a 2 or 3 minute pull timer isn't the worst thing in the world.
Oh,
and
it's mine.
And if they kept going on with their selfish, well, this is the most efficient way, and everyone needs to play the most efficient way, I'd be like, this is why you have no friends and make YouTube videos.
What you talking about, fool? This is a video game. Really?
It's like, I don't... If I went into an instance, and I basically put that on there, I was like, I hope I never group with you, and I never want to see you in an instance, because if you're behaving this way, I will leave. Like, I do not want to play with people who share your mentality. That's not fun, that's not interesting, and let's look at the code of conduct. Unilaterally rejecting another's suggestion of how things should be done is grounds for an offense. So, like, have fun with that. It's against the TOS. Yeah, I mean, I forgot the stance, so I'm... Let me get off my soapbox. Just stop. All right, we have...
Hey, Jim. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking to someone in real life about Final Fantasy XIV or any other game, chances are it's going to be a really fun conversation, because there are different rules of etiquette in real life.
Like,
People
don't-
understand that if you're a complete asshat in the world where the people you are being that way to can physically argue with you, you don't do it. You're generally friendly and you try to accommodate people and you try to, like, not stick out. But the internet doesn't have those same rules of social etiquette because there's nothing anyone can do about it if they don't like what you're saying.
Suppose the what sticks out to me about that particular statement, not saying you're wrong, but what sticks out to me is if we're going to the point of threatening physical violence because we disagree with someone, I think there's a larger issue at play. But you're right. Like, getting someone's tone, getting told, hey, you're not right, and having to deal with that in real life is a whole lot different than someone leaving a wall of text comment on there and saying, I don't agree with you. But, you know, people are going to do what they're going to do. Like, he wants to be heard, clearly. That's why he's got his YouTube channel, and he's got some followers. You know, he's not wrong. He's very analytically minded, and if I agreed with the way that he was presenting things, then I would absolutely take what he had to say with very little of a grain of salt. It's just that I happen to violently disagree with his particular stance. If I did, his numbers would be fantastic. Nerd bonding. Jam's got a point. Yeah, that free trial is something else. Yeah, let's switch gears there real quick. That free trial that now includes Stormwind. Oh, Debbie, have you seen the ads on YouTube?
Which ads on YouTube?
The Final Fantasy XIV ads. They're running 2 or 3 different sets.
No, I've always had YouTube Premium. I don't see ads.
Debbie's like, is this some kind of peasant joke?
Like,
I'm too much to understand.
I don't understand.
There's the anime ad creeps me out, and I hope Square Enix is listening. But it's a very stylized cartoon ad, like it's all done in animation. And the guy who's doing the voiceover, like, you can hear the smile on his face when there doesn't need to be a smile on his face. I'm like, you gotta stop. And my friend is like, it sounds like he's like trying to be a happy, not necessarily like peppy happy, but like happy person, like reading Rainbow or something. Like he does stuff on for kids shows or something. I'm like, that's probably not too far off of how I would phrase it. But I'm just like this. There's something. I call it uncanny valley. You could call it that subconscious disconnect, or I forget what the word is. Cognitive dissonance, something like that. But there's just something off about it that I don't know if I could really put my finger on it, but they need to do something. And then they have another one which I think uses 3D models or in-game footage or something. That was fine. I like that one. It's just this other one, just something about it. I'm like, please give me the skip button a few seconds early. I didn't do anything that deserves this.
See, apparently, Frilly, everyone came into this conversation halfway through because I didn't know that people couldn't hear Phil. So, yeah, now that we can hear him.
Debbie's like, yeah, I don't know why, and she's got a button next to my name, like, don't broadcast this jerk.
Oh my god.
So, I think we're all forgetting something.
What are we forgetting?
Disney World!
Disney World! Oh, Leilu remembered. Disney World!
Leilu's a real OG. Also, he plays Ninja. I've heard through the grapevine that his numbers aren't bad. So, like, you know, Leilu's a real OG. Well, let me frame it this way before I get in a lot of trouble. Things die a lot faster than he's around. That ought to keep me out of trouble. Nice subjective statement.
I appreciate that, Sky Hunter. Thank you for letting me know. Anyone in the future, if I end up talking to myself or something about the stream seems weird, feel free to let me know. Oh, to the right.
It's not a stroke, it's just a technical issue.
Exactly. I swear. If I experience any sort of cognitive decline, there will be signs.
Maybe.
Anyway. So, how about that freebie?
So speaking of freebie,
I know where this is going.
No, I went out tonight because our phones were up for our contract, and we're on this sort of plan that only exists in Canada, where you kind of like lease your phone for 2 years and then you have to turn it back in and get a new one. It's really bizarre. Anyway, so we had to go and get new phones today. So Warpig and I both got like the newest generation of our phone, and the guy who was doing it was like, "Hey, do you want a free Galaxy Watch, like a Samsung Galaxy Watch?" And I'm like, "What's the catch?"
You had me at free.
Exactly. What's the catch? And he's like, "Oh, there's no catch. It's just for signing up today. I can send you one for free." Go on.
What's
Go
the
on.
catch?
He's like, yeah, $0 down, $0 payments, you know, all this sort of stuff, and puts it in writing. And I'm like, I'm getting a freaking free watch. So that happened.
Congratulations.
Activation fee or an extra line charge, or like
there was a $60 activation fee, but he offset it with a $70 credit. So
what's this guy's name, and how do I get to Canada?
Right? I mean, the downside is, of course, like Canadian cell phone plans. You guys would not believe. Like, they are so expensive.
Like, how much are we talking, if you don't mind sharing?
Most Canadians On a not unlimited plan, so we don't have unlimited data plans. Pay about $230 a month for cell phones.
The heck you say? Nope, not that. America. I'll take my unlimited plan I don't need for, what do I pay, 45 for one line?
Exactly. So the reason is we don't have the same volume of competition here in Canada when it comes to cell phones. We only have 3 companies in all of Canada that offer cell service.
They're probably the that actually own the towers.
Exactly. So they have a monopoly between the 3 of them.
Where's your antitrust laws at?
Right?
Deb's like, there are what's a trust?
Yeah.
So you're lobbying for antitrust laws, right?
Yeah. And desperate to have other companies move into Canada. Like, when Ryan Reynolds started his phone company up, like, you should like look into how much people were kind of nudging him, like, hey, fellow Canadian, we could really use your help on this one.
Well, he's offering, I want to say it's an unlimited line for $15 a month. If you have 2 of them, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's definitely a lot cheaper, but I think it still is only $15 a month for unlimited. But they have a deal. They have some kind of deal that sounds like their standard price. I'm like, why? Why are you saying for the first year? Why are you saying I have to have 2 lines? Like, there's something to it, but I'm caught between. I want to believe him because I think he's a good person, but I also understand that this is a money-making venture, and whether he's a good person or not should not be factoring into my decision. I think he's a good site better than Verizon.
He's just a good sight all around. I mean, just look at him. Sorry, I'm gonna go to my corner.
I'm not gay, but you know.
I just set him up. I knocked him down. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go back to my corner now.
It's okay. It just caught me off guard.
He's right. He can put his hands off my backside anytime.
But I mean, when you think about the fact that the majority of Canada is unpopulated, like, infrastructure probably costs a small fortune. So, I mean, it would be a huge investment, but it would pay off?
Well, at the money they're making, yes, it would pay off. Oh, you guys.
Yeah. 2 is down.
Huh.
Ryan Reynolds is fine, but he's no Aaronville. Well, that's true.
Okay. I had to Hallow. What's going on?
Whoa, what's going on?
I don't know. I got 3 seconds. 1. I don't have Holy Sheltron right now, Deb.
Why not?
Because I don't get it till 82!
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Deb's like, skill issue. Me furiously grunting at my skills page.
Yay!
So back to that guy's poll that I probably didn't get heard on. It was general consensus is that Warrior is the easiest to play, Paladin is the next easiest, then Dark Knight, then Gunbreaker, and I'm like, for the most part, I agree with that. And then he goes into Warrior is easy because Unga Bunga healing, and I'm like, all right, yep, I'm on there. Paladin doesn't get the healing half of their kit until the later levels, so if you are leveling as Paladin, you have to learn to mitigate properly, or it becomes hell on your healer. And I'm like, okay, okay, I know I like this guy. He knows what he's talking about. I just, again, he this isn't the same guy that I was complaining about earlier, but this guy has a bit of an elitist mentality. He's not toxic about it. I'm going to say he's got a very high-end player mentality, and I think it's very difficult for him to shake that and put himself in the shoes of a, let's say, not as well FF14 literate player. Ow. Or at least it doesn't come across that way when he's explaining things. It still feels like he's speaking from the place of, I have all this experience and this is the way you're supposed to do it. It's like, no, not everybody's doing that super high-end content, dude. Like, I hate to tell you, but majority of players don't even touch expert roulette.
I am cleaning out my inventory. What? By filling up my inventory.
Debbie's like, I'm using up maps. Okay, it's a slow process.
Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. Like me cleaning anything in my house. I can tell you exactly how me cleaning any room of my house goes. Here's how it goes. I go, hey, I'm going to clean this room today. And so I look at the room and I'm like, okay, let's open up all the drawers and all the closets and organize everything. So I continue to spend 4 or 5 hours organizing every drawer and closet and cupboard and dumping everything like onto the bed or into the middle of the room to go through it all and sort through it all and order it all. And then I get it all perfect inside the drawers and cupboards. And then I'm exhausted. So the rest of the room stays exactly how it was. And I go to sleep. Rinse and repeat. Like
that's a lot better than me.
That is how me cleaning goes, is it always gets really, really bad and then somehow ends up exactly the same as it was. Oh, man.
How do you do dishes in that case?
I hate the kitchen.
Deb's like, F that place. The whole thing.
Fire helps.
Fire. Ugh.
Paper plates. Invest in paper plates. No, I'm terrible when it comes to clean. I will go in there and be like, it's time to clean this. Screw you, you'll be there tomorrow. And then it's finally to the point where I'm like, if I don't do something, something's gonna happen to me.
Oh, man.
And
then
it's just
Warpig is total, like...
type A?
Well, no, like ADHD. Because if he starts to clean something, if he leaves the room for any reason, like he's cleaning the kitchen and he needs to go into the laundry room to grab a towel, that's it. He's never coming back to the kitchen. He'll find something in the laundry room to clean, which will lead him to the garage, and then he'll spend 3 hours in the garage, and then he'll end up upstairs for some reason, and then I walk into the kitchen like half a disaster, and I'm like, what's going on here? And he's like, oh yeah, I started cleaning it.
He's like, I was making gingerbread muffins.
Oh, man.
I'm the type that, like, if I go in to clean my room, anything that I don't want or needs to go somewhere ends up in a pile by the door, and I just start at the furthest corner from the door. All right, what needs to be here, what doesn't need to be here, and then I move outwards from there. But a lot of the time, it's screw you, you'll be there tomorrow. You were watching a funny short on YouTube. It started with being super introspective. What I learned in my 30s is no matter what, you still have to clean the kitchen tomorrow. Yeah. But I hate that. I hate that that's so correct. What I really hated was at the beginning of COVID, so like the first year of COVID, I spent the majority of my free time keeping the house clean and doing all the cooking because Warpig was still working and I was laid off. So I'm like, okay, my jam is I'm going to keep the house clean and I'm going to learn baking. But then after like 2 weeks, I would say, of doing the dishes 4 times a day, I'm like,
I don't want to do this anymore. How do people do this? I cleaned them already multiple times and they're still dirty. I don't understand. And this is not fun.
Paper plates. No, that's
See,
my
I
brother.
can keep the kitchen clean. But there's another adult human that lives in my domicile, and no matter what I do for instituting systems, because I'm that person, and we are very similar personality types, it doesn't mean they follow through with the same system. Which means I have it completely clean, the counters are wiped, it kind of looks like a picture from, hey, somebody's gonna come look at my house. And then 10 minutes later, it looks like I haven't touched anything in a week, and I'm going, but you only made spaghetti. Why does it look like you made a 7-course meal? And where are the pot holders? The pot holders are never on the wall where they belong. I don't know where they are.
Oh, they're under that boiling pot of spaghetti sauce.
No, they're on top of the toaster oven. They're on top of the microwave. They're on the table. They're
On top of the
like,
microwave.
the little
I gotta-
counter that we have on the side, and it's like there's like only 5 of them. There looks like there's 17 around the room. You just pick them up. It's like, where did these come from? Oh yeah, I bought more because I couldn't find the other ones.
See, I couldn't do on top of the microwave. Mine is snug right under my cabinets. But that's a good spot for them, though. I have tried to jam them on top of there before.
See,
I have little hooks on the walls, and there's like a pot holder / oven mitt set,
Me too!
and they disappear off the wall.
Those hooks are for
They're-
decoration. Didn't you know that?
Dust magnets, but I mean, still, it's like they're it takes 10 seconds to turn around. Just hang it up. How did that not work? So I just hang them up at the end of the day, and I have a sign in the kitchen that says open and close. I flip it to close and just go to my room.
See, I can cook spaghetti in one pot, but Warpig is absolutely certain that he would say the same thing that Zoam does. He would absolutely accuse me of using every dish in the house to cook. And I will own this part. I am one of those really messy cooks. I will spill everything and slop everything. There'll be stuff on the floor, there'll be stuff on the walls, there'll be stuff all over the stove and stuff all over me. Like,
Hot.
That's how the other human cooks in the house. It is my husband, but try not to name drop without his permission, and he's asleep, so I can't ask him.
she's been in Japan for a week and you've only had to do dishes once.
Isn't it great when you control them? Like, you're done with the dish, you rinse it, you put it in the rack.
Or in the dishwasher, if you got that thing going on.
Dishwasher, waste of space. Storage. That's what dishwashers are for.
Nah, I'm a bit of a germaphobe. I have to dishwash every dish. And sometimes even if someone else hand washes a dish, I will sneak it into the dishwasher anyway. Because I
thought
don't
it was just me.
Okay, no, it's definitely me too.
You remind me of a cartoon that I saw. And the lady's a germaphobe, and it's Mother's Day. And so when they hand her the tray of stuff, it is a sloppy, horrible crumbs everywhere. And then they're like, "We don't want you working at all, honey." And she peeks her head into the kitchen, and her daughter is washing a plate, a dirty plate, with a dirty glass, screeching it along the thing the whole way. And there is an entire sink tray full of still dirty spaghetti sauce, everything all over it. And she's like, "All clean!" She's just like, just about dies.
Yeah.
I kind of got an eye twitch just thinking about that.
Hey,
great.
post.
No, I
I'll only have hand wash dishes if I'm the one that ate out the previous. See, I don't have a working dishwasher. It won't drain, so I can get one cycle out of it, and I have not gotten to the point where I need that cycle that badly that I need to let the thing air dry for like 4 days. So I'm not going to use it.
That's fair.
Well, if the dishwasher wasn't from like the 80s, I could get parts for it. I just need a solenoid pump on the bottom. Maybe more. But like, have you priced a dishwasher recently?
I mean, we bought our dishwasher like 3 years ago.
What did it set you back?
Hmm.
was
I
gonna
want to
make-
say like
no.
between 600 and 800, but we
I don't
bought
know.
like an appliance set, so.
Oh. So, to hell with that. I don't
It's
want to
scratch
mortgage
and
my
dents.
house.
I
Yeah.
got a scratch and dent for $250, and the only thing that was wrong with it is one small, superficial paint scratch on the front of the door with a tiny little dent. Did not affect anything inside.
Well, that's great. I'll have to figure out how to do that. But I don't want to mortgage my house just to buy an appliance, you know?
Fully agree. You can get a countertop one for about $250 to $300 max.
I need a full-size one. I'm a big man. I use a lot of dishes.
Oh dear lord.
You have
See,
a dog. Why do you need a dishwasher?
Oh lord.
Germaphobe much?
Hey, I don't live with you. Do whatever you want. God.
You see, I used to not be a germaphobe. I would hand wash everything, there was not a problem. Then I had a remote family member live with us for a while, and they just didn't have the skill set because their parents did everything for them, that they would use my pots and pans, and when I'd go to grab it out of the cupboard, there would still be like eggs rusted into the rim, and after that it was like something snapped in my brain, and it's like, I don't trust anything you clean because you just lack the skill set. I tried showing them, you know, things that I was taught, like use your hands so that you feel if there's something there. Their response was, I thought the pan was just dented and rough. I didn't realize that was egg.
Are the dumb? I mean, some people don't know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is this person just didn't know any better. So I tried counseling and helping, and when that didn't work, I said, I'll wash my own damn dishes. And if you like, I will buy you a set of your own. Then you can do whatever you want with yours. Just don't
Jessica.
touch mine, please.
I thought several times of strapping a GoPro to my head and narrating me washing dishes and wondering how far that would get me on YouTube.
There'd be some women who would think you're the greatest thing ever invented.
Well, crack
Yeah.
fire, save matches. We're going to YouTube. Because that's one of the things is you keep your thumbnail slightly longer than your thumb. Why? So you can those little things that you can't get off with the rag for whatever
Oh
reason.
no, then it gets stuck under your nail.
No, you pop it off. You don't drag your nail down. You pop it forward.
Pop it like it's hot.
Sure. See, that's one reason I don't
Like, I
doing it.
guess.
Whatever, Deb. Modern problems require modern solutions. Good times, though. Good times.
Good times.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Leave a comment if you want me to come back. Don't leave a comment if you don't.
Thunderbolts of lightning saving you from the spell. Hey 80, how you doing? Galileo. Galileo.
Galileo Figaro Magnifico.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm totally bad. Nobody judge me.
mamma mia, mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
I have a
let-
trophy that says I'm not that bad. I'm just not going to sing on somebody else's Discord. That's rude.
Is it though? Because now
Well, on yours I will, because, you know, it's usually just you, your brother, and my bestie there. So, I mean, I'll scar all of you. I don't care.
see, now I feel bad for doing it.
You did your 2.5 stream today. Congratulations. Ooh, I don't have that. Cool.
How do you do a half a stream?
Very carefully.
Is that what Deb was doing, going for a half stream by turning me off?
Sorry.
Paint scraper for really tough stuff. Yeah, I had a razor blade there, and then I realized if it's not a plate, razor blade really doesn't help that much. Dance.
That metal on metal scrape is just not good for your teeth.
Fingernail. But
It
no,
was a
you-
15-minute stream. Okay.
Well, that's still a stream.
It's still a stream. Congratulations. Does that mean I need to shout you out?
What? Absolutely. I've heard good things about Celeste, but I cannot take failure, so I don't. Can't play games like that. Not without investing a lot of time in it.
Ah.
Alright, Porksies.
I'm sorry I haven't come and aggravated you in a while, Deb. I had, floral obligations with certain holidays that have arisen.
That's fair. There's been
Hey,
a couple people I haven't seen.
Can I get a card?
Erzat. Sorry.
You should reach out to him and ask when he's coming again. Also, you said sorry. Where's that card you?
Oh,
Thank you.
I saw something green by your name, but apparently it was Peloton.
Like Peloton, who's that? We wouldn't have Peloton in here.
Oh, man.
Paddle time. That's why you run so fast. I have my threat. Thank you.
Hey, when I started streaming, I was streaming from a laptop with a headset mic. That's how I started.
And now you stream from your own mansion? That's awesome.
Yeah, I wish.
Oh. A real rags to riches story, I can believe.
I mean, I actually have a computer and a microphone now.
Woot woot. Coming up in the world.
Or did you say brought to you by Carl's Jr. all the time? You get the reference, right, Deb?
No?
Oh, Idiocracy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, Phil, you're joining me in the we're old now category.
No, I've watched Idiocracy. I just have a really bad memory. Because I'm old.
Oh, she brought it full circle. Oh,
You stream from your PS5, it's terrible. I mean, I've streamed from my PS5, but routing my PS5 through my computer. So I've never tried just from the PS5. That would probably be terrible. I have radio voice. Do I have radio voice, Phil?
Not quite an Alistair.
I think you have a pleasant voice to listen to, but radio voice isn't typically radio voice, it's radio face.
You've got a face for radio.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
no.
Yeah.
You got a streamer face. You're good.
That's where I am. I have a face for radio. Oh, it's not my problem.
Go, Lelu!
Ooh.
Ouch.
Statistically speaking.
I'm not trying to get you into trouble, 80, I promise.
No, I haven't heard the term radio voice. I have been told, you got a face for radio. And I was like, yeah,
Wait a minute.
going home.
No, I have been told previously that I should be on radio. Just,
Well, you've got a good presence about you.
I speak gooder.
You speak of the goods.
I speak of the English better than the English.
I speak of the English.
This makes me think of Robin Hood Men in Tights. Unlike other Robin Hoods, I actually speak with an English accent.
I love that movie.
Amazing actor. All accolades deserved.
Me too, Layla. I can't stand mine. I heard myself on an answering machine once, and I was like, I'm gonna blow up every answer machine I'm on.
Oh no. No.
Mm-hmm.
No, your voice isn't that bad.
I sound like a lumbering.
Leaving it right there. Not going any further. Just leaving it right there.
I sound like a lumbering oaf, so it's easier for me to play the gentle dumb giant.
Hmm.
If you say so.
I'm clearly not good enough at the game to have another perspective.
Okay, self-depreciation moment over.
That was a jab at the elitist players I was complaining about earlier.
The one that no one heard you complain about, yeah.
Probably for the best. No, if I'm going to self-deprecate, I'm going all in. Don't you worry.
We roam around the forest looking for fights. We're
We're
men,
Fun.
we're men in tights, tights.
Tights.
We
Dang it, I didn't
may look like pansies. Oh man.
Who's he? I'm not good at the pronoun game, L80. Late 100? L80? The wisecrack. You're not calling me Kramer, are you?
I'm sorry.
Linda's like, yup!
I
That's what that
I've known you
is.
for so long that I wouldn't say Kramer, but Kimmy Gibbler maybe.
What? Full House?
Wait, what?
Pops up, says something that's like, you're sitting there going, that's the quirky one. We like them because they're the quirky one. Then they say something, and you're just sitting there going, I have
Why
to
do we
shake
like
my head. I can't respond any other way. I have to shake my head.
Why do we like them again? I am likable. Okay, who? I didn't get the warning for a tank buster. This game's cheating. So give me a character that you would associate my persona with.
Wait,
I
I've
already
seen
did.
this. This is a trap.
Doggone it, Debbie! Stop blowing me up.
I already told you. You're Kimmy Gibbler.
I don't know who that is.
Steve Urkel. The male equivalent.
Now that's
Everybody likes him, but at the same time, sometimes he says something so meaningful that you're sitting there like, wow. And other times it's like, oh dear God, can you please just go home for 5 minutes so I can get a break? But the rest of the time, you're like that, hey, we're glad to see you character.
We don't want to spend any significant time with you, but we're happy you're here at this moment.
I did not say that. I have spent many hours on different chat stuffs and everything with you over the years, my friend.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Oh, good Lord. You gonna be like that? You gonna be like that? Really?
You gonna open the door and let me walk through it? I mean, this is all on you. The dad from Modern Family. The neighbor. Really?
Okay, I like the neighbor from Home Improvement.
He's like the best
Wilson?
character on the
That's
show.
awesome.
I was hoping for Al, but Wilson is a very strong second.
You're no Al. Well, at least you're not Tim.
I mean, that's a given. So, you're not
Is it?
helping your case, I think? The dad from Modern Family. Isn't he just a smartass?
And
Modern Family.
Yeah, the one that was only a head, because you only ever saw his head. Part
See,
of his head.
If I was Wilson, I actually have to help him. And I don't think I do that very much.
I
Well.
can say you do.
Choke,
Well,
choke,
then.
choke.
Don't have your foot under the nail gun when you press the trigger, and it won't happen. Alright, I'm out, guys.
A more chill Al Bundy. Okay.
See,
I've never watched Modern Family, so I don't know.
I didn't win that calf leather either. This game sucks. Why do I play it? But at least we're getting those maps used up.
There you go. Oh, okay. Mine is
Wilson. I'll take that. Helpful smartass.
There's mine.
Always
Okay.
comes through when you need it.
Oh no, am I gonna get... Okay, good.
But now I gotta thickly veil everything I say in some parallel euphemism or something. There's a tribe in Africa, people who do this. And you know, Tim.
See, your post's biggest fan. Or, your post
I
is your
am.
biggest fan.
Post is pretty awesome, so you know, I think you got me there.
There you go. Oh, this is Leilu's last guaranteed 80.
Give me calf leather. It's the same actor?
For Modern Family and Married with Children, yes. Ed O'Neill.
Wait,
And I'm showing my age because I actually know his name.
Al Bundy?
Yes, is the same father in Modern Family. In fact, there's like one of those like headcanon
Oh!
theories.
The
That
old
this is-
one.
Mm-hmm.
The one married to Sofia Vergara's character.
Yeah. There's a
You know what?
headcanon.
I'm
This is
taking that.
Al Bundy who changed his identity and remarried and started over after he escaped Peggy.
I don't know. I'll take that. I'll be the old guy with what? Yes, 1,000 times yes. Ugh, when are you gonna come play with us, old lady? You can hear my bull crap about 4 seconds before it hits the stream. And you can talk back. That's a plus.
Yeah, and Peggy went on to lose an eye and start dating a guy from the past. Yeah.
I get it. I understand
Is that the
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy one?
that.
What? No, Futurama.
Futurama.
True, true, true.
You disappointed me then. Your pop culture.
Yeah, I didn't catch the Futurama because I went to live action. And of course, if Al started over in like the whole Modern Family persona, it would be her in a live action thing as she became bitter in the Sons of Anarchy stuff.
Maybe. Can I get cardia?
I guess.
If I ask nicely. So, you know what I was thinking about the other day?
Hmm.
I'm
No, but you're going to
hijacking-
tell us.
I'm hijacking the stream, Deb. I was thinking, is 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon still possible? Since it's
Yes.
been so long.
There's
I-
a yes because he posts on YouTube now.
Oh. I see that one following you, Zone. Okay, we're going invulnerable because I'm tired of playing this game. You hear that tink tink? That means you guys can't hurt me. How's that feel? Does it feel good? Feels good for me. Was it good for you?
Oh, good lord.
You like to make actor canon. You believe they are the same person in every movie. Oh, you kind of like Nicolas Cage. Yeah, fair. Okay.
He's been in every movie ever. I need that. Give me something I need. Well, gotta. If you're in the Discord, we put the ping it. We can make it a ping out.
Yes, we will ping you.
Specifically you, and maybe me.
I was considering it.
Just to make sure I show up.
Yes.
I went up to my mom's, and I gotta figure out what I'm doing for Father's Day.
Well, aren't you a father? So can't you delegate that? Like, can't you tell someone else to do something for you for Father's Day?
Who am I to? My 7-year-old?
Yes.
How well's that gonna go? Hey, honey, make me some pancakes. I wouldn't get any.
Just go,
I would
hey,
ask to
where
go
would
to
you
IHOP.
like to take me for Father's Day?
That has layers of something wrong with it in there.
Somehow I see it. Let's go to Grandma's.
Yeah, she would. She loves it there. My dog loves it there. I can't walk around the way that I want to there, so I don't love it as much there.
Where would you like to take me for dinner on Father's Day?
Oh, you know what she's gonna say?
What?
She's gonna say there's this. It's a little bit on the pricier side, like not a lot, but noticeably on the pricier side. Called Spaghetti Warehouse, and it's basically they took a portion of like a storage warehouse, like the bottom floor of it, and they overhauled the interior, so it's still like you still know you're in what used to be a warehouse, but they've got beautiful ambience. They even have an old trolley car in there that they put a bunch of small tables in. And she's going to say, I want to take you to Spaghetti Warehouse. My wallet's going to say, I don't want you to go to Spaghetti Warehouse.
Is this a real thing?
Yes, I can put a link in the Discord.
Wow.
They have tons of memorabilia from like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I'm bad in time periods. Somebody stop me.
I mean, we have like Spaghetti Factory, but it doesn't look like a factory.
Well, this one, like, if you look up at the ceiling and stuff, it does. It'll show it there. But I'm gonna throw you. Nah, I really don't need the About Us page. I don't want to reserve a table. I mean, I kind of do. But now's not the time. I'm trying to kill a pig.
Ooh. Archer is a really weird one, too.
Archer? Never seen it.
No?
Bubble tea mount. Oh, that reminds me. Deb.
Yes.
Do you need a code for the Mountain Dew emoji?
There's a Mountain Dew emoji?
Yeah, it's one where you drink a Mountain Dew. I know, original.
I mean, I'll take it if I can get it.
I have enough for another mount, but I don't want to make another account.
Ah.
Like, so I might just throw the codes in on that one and be like, here you go. I'm gonna get hit by that. Such a bad tank.
Meh. Ow.
Deb,
Yeah.
I can't res. We have
I was gonna say someone can, but that's not true apparently. Okay.
Deb, what game are you playing? Which prize is the emote? It's the one for 100. It's only 100 points. But we
How
think
expensive is it?
It's just 100 points. So, like a
No,
good cat gets you 200.
I mean
So-
the spaghetti.
Oh! You know, let me get you that link. In the Discord. Where do you want it?
I don't know, there's food or links.
Food
Wherever.
Prawn? There you go. This shall be a mercy. See, Zome did what I did. Just went to Circle K, got 3 of the purple ones, called it a day. So we're done here. I mean, I'll go there to celebrate. Like, if it's her birthday, she gets to go anywhere she wants, no questions.
Right.
But, like, for myself, I'm kind of like, I like it, but, like, not that much. They do have some cool things, like Italian sodas and those. Oh, it's an
AFK
in-game.
second.
Oh, it's a food and you can only redeem 1 per email? That's ridiculous. I thought it was an emote. My bad. I guess I'll have 1 of those Mountain Dews that I may try to sell on the market board if it's sellable. I wonder if it's a reusable XP food. Like, that would be kind of nice. An emote that grants you the bonus?
Hmm.
I should probably try to mitigate.
Maybe. Because I'm not healing, so, you know.
What?
What?
So, Deb's like, I'm looking at this spaghetti place.
You told your family for Father's Day you want a delayed gift where they leave you alone for Dawn Trail weekend. Okay, that's perfect. I love that.
I can get on that. I'm considering asking for a week off.
Yeah, all Daddy wants is a weekend where he doesn't have to put up with your crap.
To me, making that a food is garbage. Because the contest rules state you can only redeem one copy of any particular item. So if they're making you spend points for something that's going to be one click and it's gone, that's kind of crappy. It should be like a stack of 50 of them or something. If you're making me blow my points. Or like I said, a housing item where you can go click on it and press it. But like, that is some heinous garbage as far as I'm concerned. Now I don't even want it. I'm over here like the penguin. Well, no, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, I guess, well, the point is, I guess no one knows what it is, and we can't know for sure yet anyway.
I'm going to speculate anyhow. I'm
Okay,
mad.
go ahead.
Deb's like, go ahead. Now's the time to click that link and scroll. I will click it too. But generally, if you kind of scroll down, you can get an idea for the decor. As long as you don't put it up on Twitch so everyone can see how terrible my taste is.
Oh, jeez.
Deb's like, look what we're going to watch. This is fun.
Bum, bum. Where's the chest?
Cardia, me, please. Okay, thanks.
But it'll just disappear when we enter the dungeon.
Do your job, healer.
Like, why press a button more than once?
That's like, why clean a house? It's just going to get dirty again.
Exactly. That was
Okay.
totally my mentality when I was going to university. So I went to university for like 5 years, and I lived in 17 different places. So literally it got to the point where I just stopped cleaning because it didn't matter because I knew I was moving in like 3 months anyway.
Or unpacking.
Right? Like, why? Why would I bother?
See, Deb, it's all a joke until someone says, why shower? I'm just going to get dirty again. And then you kick them into the shower. Because I have to smell your stinking ass.
Oh, man.
You should run Scholar since you don't like putting Cardia on me.
I don't like playing Scholar. You're
Why?
what?
Why does everyone hate Scholar? Like, I want to understand this. I hate it because it's trash garbage and I don't understand it.
Your oldest will also be playing. Your youngest doesn't even get up till 4 and is completely self-sufficient, so it's just the wife. Okay, cool.
Prizes were super limited, so half the stuff. See, yeah, that's the whole thing. And they're like, we'll restock it at our convenience. I was actually looking at it like, okay, I have this many points I have to get in order to get that super powerful PC. If I divide that by how many points I get from one of these special bottles of Mountain Dew, then I only have to buy more than the computer would cost worth of Mountain Dew. And I'm like, oh, right. Not good. Because I really thought about it. Buying a couple hundred bottles of Dew and just taking the caps off and being like, we're done here. Like, I would honestly try to get through it, but my doctor would be like, don't call me, you have diabetes. You don't need to come in, you have diabetes. He'd like call Call up a YouTube video where it says, "I know who has diabetes." That would be my life. Like, this is you. This is your life right now. I like the remix someone did of that particular video that Wilfred Brimley did.
What, like the Family Guy cover of it?
No. There was one where someone, because he did an infomercial for one of the companies, and they're like, one of his lines is like, "You can get by with diabetes, but you're gonna have to be very careful on what you eat. No cookies, no cakes, no apple pie." And then you can have things, but in moderation. Someone like started splicing it around, and he's like, "Cookies and cakes and apple pie, you'll have diabetes." Good times. Plot twist: just takes the caps home and leaves the stacks of Mountain Dews open.
Just to prove a point.
Still in their shipping crates.
It's like, I'll pay for the caps, but you keep the garbage.
Just pull a Ron Swanson, dump it down the sink. That was great. Can I have another?
I am back.
See,
Welcome back.
now I'm reminded of the scene where he's quote unquote partaking of meatless bacon, and now I want bacon. I have some maple syrup that I can put on a plate and then just drop the bacon into it after it's cooked. And I will have my diabetes. And I'll probably have high cholesterol too.
Oh my god.
Debbie at Night, everybody. Like and subscribe.
Okay, so my mom doesn't eat food. She only eats candy and cake and cookies. Like, that is her entire diet. She's never touched, in the last 40 years, she's never touched a vegetable. She just eats sweets for every meal.
But is she happy?
Yeah, she's happy, and she doesn't have diabetes. So I'm hoping whatever runs in her blood runs in mine.
Diabetes.
You know, some people are just blessed that way.
The diabetes is so strong it defeated itself.
Right? Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, her body is so used to producing insane levels of insulin that nothing is impacting it.
At least possible.
Diabetes. Bacon, maple syrup. See, the problem, L80, is you throw hot, spicy stuff on there and you're ruining it.
Perspective.
Oh, now I can read that. Jalapenos.
Jalapenos?
Jalapenos.
They specifically typed jalapeno. J-E-L-E-P-E-N-O. Jalapeno. Jalapeno? Jalapeno? I don't know. Some foreign word I don't understand.
Phil will be trying to give the homeless shelters Mountain Dew, like the Seinfeld episode with the muffin bottoms. What?
I mean, he's not wrong. The muffin top is the best part. He's not wrong. I don't know if I would drop off Dew there. The homeless shelters I know of, they kick them out at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and they don't let them back in until 6 or 7 at night. Because they're like, we want you to go work and do things. Like, we don't want you bumming around here all day doing nothing. I'm like, fair, I guess. But I don't know if I would throw them soda, because that would just screw them up, especially in the summer.
Oh my god, it's already 9. How did this happen?
I don't know. We have a lot of maps left.
Well, I just opened another one because I didn't check the time first, but yeah, we're gonna have to make this like the last 1 or 2.
Well, I am pumpkining then. I guess I have to go.
What?
Your contracted time to have me on the stream has expired.
Oh,
Please resubscribe.
Put another coin.
Throw a
Is that what
coin
I'm
to your
drinking?
Twitcher? Or maybe a 20.
That doesn't twitch, by the way. You can swipe a credit down the crack.
There's the Twitch right there. She does Twitch.
I don't.
Well, I know you don't, but this isn't money for you.
What?
It's for her.
Yeah, you gotta give Deb money so she can give me money so I can be
Oh,
here.
that's a lot of assumptions.
No, it's a lot of garbage. I've seen less of a dumpster fire from something I
dumpster
can't
fire?
talk about. Something I can't talk about on here because it's political, and that's not what we do here.
No, that's for after stream.
Mm-hmm. 100%. We will be having that conversation. If you want in on it, reach out, join the Discord, come in, talk some trash,
Like and subscribe.
and
Thank
give us
you.
money. I mean, give Deb money. Yeah, being down on your luck is illegal in all of the U.S. It's not just Arizona.
Yeah,
I mean-
I don't know
come
what's
to
going on in my
Canada.
area. We
It's-
have baskers on the street corners.
Oh, so
And literally,
Baskers or
they've actually done-
buskers?
close.
The one guy literally just basks in the sun all day and people hand him money. So, yeah. He's not even performative for it. He
Okay.
literally sits in the same corner every single day. He gets there about 9 a.m. He leaves about 5 p.m. Works similar hours to me. But literally just sits on his bum in the sun.
Yep.
In the North Carolina heat. And somebody actually, like, followed him home the one day. They had been literally, like, I guess the best word would be stalking this guy to find out, you know, what his actual situation was. Because I guess they were thinking they were going to help him or something. He goes across the street to the hotel parking lot, gets into a brand new, high-end, really nice car. They followed him. He drove into one of the more affluent neighborhoods in the area and pulled up to one of the nicest houses.
Mm-hmm.
And came out a few hours later, and again, this was somebody who was trying to get the tea without actually, you know, breaking any laws, but it was kind of creepy as hell that they did it this way. Came out of the house completely dressed in name brand clothing, brand new, top of the line shoes, and got into the car with his family and went to one of the nicest restaurants in town for dinner. He makes more money because further investigation, other people got involved at that point. They found out that he basically makes more in a day sitting on his bum basking in the sun than most people in the area do working like 40 hours a week. Because you have somebody handing you $5, $10, $15, $20 tax free all day every day. It adds up.
No. No, it doesn't. Because the government's going to come knock and go, how do you afford this house?
When everything's paid for in cash and you just pay the taxes yearly.
Yeah, and the government's going to go, how are you paying taxes on a house that we have no trend? Like, what's your income, pal? How are you paying these taxes? Of course, he could be on public assistance, too.
Because he's not, quote unquote, employed.
Well, either way, the only thing you could do is tip off the authorities and have them do an investigation, because panhandling is illegal. That's it. Everyone who was once
Sorry if anybody hears the cat crying in the background. He's having a temper tantrum.
Okay.
Their secret is they either got a lot of help or they got lucky. That's it. There's no way out of that situation without some kind of help. The system is designed for you to fail. The people that are homeless are there to scare you into, hey, I'm on a soapbox again. Why'd you let me do that?
It's dangerous
Look-
to get in your way or you start throwing the soapbox at people. I'm kidding. Kidding.
So,
So,
about this boss.
but I mean, in the US, like, they don't have any sort of health care. So, like, one illness would take all of that away, right?
What?
Yup.
Like,
What are we
I mean-
talking about?
jobs offer health insurance?
No, they don't.
Well,
Some of them.
some of
Not
them.
all of them.
Nope, I don't know.
And most of the time, you have to pay for it out of said paycheck.
So,
So
what
if your
happens-
paycheck only has so much, you're still screwed.
what happens here in the U.S. is you get offered health care. I'm going to use dental as an example because the dental. Can I swear? Am I okay to swear or no?
Still
In
streaming.
moderation.
Okay. Dental insurance in 90% of jobs in America is bleeping bullshit because they will say we want $100 out of every check of yours. Okay, what do you cover? Nothing until you make a $15,000 deductible. And even then, after that, we'll cover 60%. You still have to pay the other 40% of everything.
15,000?
15,000 USD before they pick up a dime. And I'm
What?
like, how is this not robbery?
What could you
Seriously?
possibly have done to your mouth that costs more than that?
Oh,
Oh,
the price of a filling is ridiculous. The price of cleanings are ridiculous.
Last time my buddy went in, he had an extraction done on a tooth. He knew, or I suppose he was thinking that someone at work was going to hook him up and set him up with something he could actually afford because he wasn't making a whole lot of money. And they wait until after it's done to clear all the money and collect all that stuff. You know, when he's coming out of his Novocaine coma. And he's like, I don't have the cash for this. Can I borrow some? And so I look at the lady on the other side of the counter and go, what are we looking at? $2,300 for a sedated extraction. And whatever insurance he may or may not have had, wouldn't have touched it. Dental is absolutely treated as vanity bones. That's the
Yeah.
best way I can phrase it. Like, they are not something that anyone covers unless they absolutely have to. And it is awful. Absolutely freaking awful. Health insurance is similar, but the premiums are a lot low. Premiums aren't lower. The deductibles are lower. It's like 3,000 or 5,000. But your best bet for that is find a union down here. Because when I worked for a union, I didn't have anything more than a $50 copay on anything. Like if I go to the ER, all covered. Everything is handled. Yeah, no, I had a friend die because of bad teeth. He straight died. He is no longer with us because he couldn't get his teeth taken care of. And like you said, they treat it like a luxury. So I am super pissed about how this is handled in America.
Sorry.
But anyway, so Grandpa Ramu came through for us, or Papa Ralger, or Joe Pesci, or
Yeah,
whoever.
sounds like Post has a good plan.
Post has a good. What does Post have?
$50 deductible?
Yeah, he's got a pretty good setup. If you've got a $50 deductible and everything else is covered. Like again, when I was working for a union, I mean, he's in post office. Of course, he's got a good one. Government employees got everything.
He's not knocking. Government employees do get pretty good benefits because it's the same ones the politicians are required to be on now. So they basically went through and rewrote it so that
It doesn't suck.
that kind of stuff doesn't suck for the employees. But that's why certain politicians, and it's not all of them, and it's not one side or the other, but there are certain politicians who want to downsize the size of government employees and how many work in an office and everything, because since so many of them get really great benefits now, they want to cut costs by cutting those benefits. Well, you can't cut the benefits because then it would affect the politicians themselves, so cut the jobs so that there's less people on the benefits.
The problem is they keep trying to treat the government like a business. And the government is not there to turn a profit. The government is there to take care of the people. And I'm going to be heralded as incredibly unpopular, but if there are more expenditures to be made, you do need to raise taxes. And a lot of people don't like the thought of that. And I look at it and say, do the super rich pay the same percentage as the lower class? No, they don't. Well, if they did, how much money would we have? Way more than we need. Right. So why aren't we closing these loopholes? Oh, they'll leave the country and start their business out of Mexico or wherever else that has lower tax brackets. So then we tariff them. Like, stop catering to the ultra wealthy. Stop it. we had the Roaring 20s because tech specs were so high. Like, every time anyone harkens back to when America was good, there was a high tax rate, especially on the ultra rich and the wealthy. And it's just like, they're not doing anything with that money anyway. It's just sitting there. It's just a bragging right that needs to be helping people out. Otherwise, we don't have a society. And that's why we live in post-capitalist soapbox. Let me get out of here.
Okay. If I can find this quickly, then we can do one more.
I know I'm correct, 80.
Unless someone already has one they want to clear.
I'm just along for the ride. Like, you keep letting me get on this soapbox, you're not gonna have a channel.
Cancelled. Debbie's cancelled.
Debbie's new channel, Debbie with no Phil. Everyone's like, yeah.
Debbie sans friends.
Debbie sans that one friend, and that's the title. Without that one guy, YouTube is like approved.
New channel status. Yeah, I left them muted for a reason now. I'm not talking to myself. I'm just responding.
Better if you don't hear his garbage.
Yeah, I'll be in on the boreskin too. I need to get that done. If that's in my Mogpendium. I've been really bad with it, guys.
See, Deb, you scare me.
Yeah, boreskin.
It is duty, then collection. Mine was Fates or the Treasure Hunt, and I actually went and did the Fates because I wanted the bicolors. Speaking of which, Deb, are you interested in anything that you get with bicolor gemstones?
Well, yes. Why?
What item?
Well, I don't have any of the mounts, and,
Wait, there's more than one?
isn't there one per expansion? I don't know. And,
I think there's 2 items total that you get with the vouchers. I could use that. Yeah, it's the angel wings, and I think there's a mount. The fallen angel wings, like the Sephiroth wings.
Only one mount? Okay.
Yeah,
And there was like a flower crown or something. There was something in Rads at Hand I wanted.
Yes, you're thinking of the thing you get for unlocking all the zones, but it's not. It's not on the scale of what I was thinking. So I'm sorry, I should have clarified.
Okay.
Well, I believe you, L80. I 100% believe you.
No worries, Post. Take care. Have a fantastic night.
Sorry, Post.
Go contribute to capitalism. Oh my word.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
I've got a job. I'm gonna work.
I'm gonna get you demonetized.
It's not a challenge, Phil.
I'm not trying. I'm just simply saying this is gonna end up happening because of me. I don't know. I'm hoping. Well, actually, something I've noticed recently is that bicolor gemstone vouchers are falling on Shinobi. Oddly enough, they used to be around 182, 185.
Well, the price is gonna tank once everyone starts doing the Dawn Trail fates.
Once they start doing that, I'll go in and snatch up the vouchers real quick. But I am, holy crap, 114k each? Oh, where are you, L80? I need to go to your server. No, it's just, I look at it and I'm just like, this is something else. Because, no, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, what's probably going to end up happening is tomorrow or Sunday, I start on all of the Shadowbringer side quests, because I have cleared everything up to maybe 5 or so side quests in Asm Step. and then that's it. I move on to Shadowbringers. Once I clear all of those, I can have the side quests open for Pictomancer or Viper, or both. And then I'll probably level all my alts when I'm not alts, all my jobs through fates, depending on how they work out. Because if they do hand bicolors up, that's a lot of 2 birds with 1 stone.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Leilu!
That's not the button I wanted to hit. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at. Like, I've gone into the zones after I cleared them all out, and I'm like, yo, this looks so clean. Can't do anything about the dailies and repeatables, though, so, you know, take your wins when you can get them. We got someone not roll.
Well, they need to roll faster.
See, my problem
Hey.
with Bozja, everybody seems to like it an awful lot. I just, for whatever reason, can't really
Yes.
stomach it. Like, it's okay, but I won't go in there unless I have a reason to. I mean, I could do it for the resistance honors, but at the same time, it's kind of like, what am I going to do with resistance honors? Be better at Delubrum when I run it once a year? Pass. Although I really wouldn't mind that one 2-seater mount from there. Not
It's a
gonna
nice
lie.
mount.
Not gonna lie, I would ride the crap out of that for a week.
Totally found something shinier and new.
I have something shiny.
Well, now it's just on my, like, regular Mount Roulette, and I only get to see it, like, once a blue moon.
Well, here's what you do. You drag it to your hotbar and you click it specifically. Ta-da!
Oh.
Ooh, an orchestrion roll I already have. Go nuts.
Higher? Might be
Oh, no.
higher.
I don't know, Dev. Expert,
Yeah.
sellable mounts, glams. Yeah, I mean, you got a point. There's good money to be made there. I just, for whatever reason, I can't stomach the content. I'm just kind of like, I don't want to do it. It feels terrible, but I can sit there and fake grind for I think it was 3-4 days. I got 51 vouchers out of 3 or 4 days, and I didn't have much of a problem doing that. But for Bozja, I get there and I can't do like 4 or 5 fates, skirmishes, whatever, before I'm like, I don't want to do this. I want to go home.
You're maxed on the honors? Congrats.
Yeah.
That takes a while.
Can I borrow some?
I'm at the point where I've got like 5 or 6 in all 3, and it just takes forever now.
I'm going to push to 10 on DPS before I move to the tank one. But I think it's at the point where it takes 3 of them in order to rank up. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I really do not feel like there's enough of a payoff. Like, if I was leveling a class, it would probably be a different story. But I'm not. Someone was like, you should boost one of your jobs. And I'm like, no. Not spending money to boost that job.
If I had that kind of money, I'd buy a dishwasher.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Oh, good
See,
lord.
Debbie understands. I wish I could give metal away. Oh, I'd freaking love it. 5 apiece? Fudge that noise. Hey, I won something!
There you go,
Yeah.
Phil.
I gotta keep going, Deb. I'm actually winning stuff. This is where the stuff gets good. Things are getting real. Where'd that calf leather go? Oh, down there. Come on.
Oh. I think that's the end. Like, we're now 20 past. I can't afford to keep Phil on the line any longer.
No, you really can't. Like, my invoice will be coming after this.
Oh, good
Oh,
lord.
Olendra's Boreskin. Yes, correct. If anyone wants to stay for the Boreskin, please feel free.
Yeah, because we need a party of 5 for that. 6 for
We
that.
we really don't, but
Pull it out. Out of the goodness of my heart, I won't charge Debbie my hourly 5 million gil. Hey, that's cheap. High-end raiders cost you 10 million gil per raider per hour.
dang.
I know, right?
You think I'm made of money?
Oh, I see that you have 3 million on you. I don't know what your retainers have.
That's not Gil. That's MGP.
Deb's like, that ain't Gil, you dumb. You
I
big
stopped
dummy.
showing my Gil.
How much you got?
50 million less than I had a couple of days ago since I put my name on that large house.
Ooh, you gonna win it? How many other bidders?
5.
What?
So I've got a 1 in 5 chance.
What? I can't have a large pop-up here without there being 150 bids before I can load into it.
So Phil, now that you're free of all your connections, you want to move to Hallie?
I've been waiting for that.
I'm debating it. Like, yeah, it's distinctly a possibility because I can at least go there and be like, hey, I'm doing these roulettes today. Tell all of Hallie that I'm doing this, and we'll have a healer in queue, and everyone who needs to get it done can jump in there and get it done. Because that's the only way the server's going to come back, is if people are communicative and get people to stop leaving.
Legit.
Too legit to quit. The heck is all
No
this
matter
guy?
how hard we try.
Wait,
that?
was
Oh, garbage,
eagle feathers?
coke, moonstone.
A single piece of coke. That's not
Huh.
enough.
1 Coke piece.
Was that legit all we needed?
Yeah.
Collection? No, Mogpendium. Weekly.
It's
No.
your mini fog, not your weekly.
Okay, I decipher. Oh, the person who does it needs to do it. Aha!
Oh, you need to do your own. We're a real DC nowadays.
Yeah, and most of the 8 servers don't have the houses taken, so there are houses.
See, the problem is I'd have to come to Hallie, and Hallie is one of the older Dynamis servers.
Yeah, you can go to any Dynamis server, I guess. It's all the same duty finder. Also, it's a free transfer. You don't have to pay to world transfer.
I could just leave. Just be like, now I won't have to run into you freaks. Seriously, though, if any of them are watching, you guys aren't freaks. It's just, I wasn't happy.
Legit. What? Yes, join us.
So,
Okay,
that said,
that
we
being
had a
said.
successful night.
Sorry?
We had a successful map night.
Yeah, I think so. We didn't reach the bottom, and we didn't get a minion, but we
did
had
make-
fun.
Fun was had. Cookies were
There you
served.
go.
All
Fun
was
was
good.
had.
the real
Okay.
treasure. Friends we made along the
There you go. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me. Thank you, Phil, Leilunas, Olendra, Zoam, Break. Thank you so much for joining me in game. Thank you, Phil and Linda, for joining me in chat.
Yep, glad I could let you know of the technical issue.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who watched on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some Final Fantasy V. I'm playing through that. And other than that, yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Love yourself as much as you love others. And I will see you in game.
I need a cookie. They're good.
Have a face
Goodbye.
for radio.
Dude, don't be Alistair and her.